Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am back to the red brick house and I'm looking for my baby. She's out and about and doing some stuff with her brother. And I can't wait till she gets home. In the meantime, I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to you guys here about the bullshit that we get from the Joneses. Jerry is literally, he's giving a snow job. He's talking about three players talking, $70 million. dollars. And here we have Tua, who is now, let's see, third highest? I'm sorry, fourth highest. Fourth highest paid quarterback because we've got Justin Herbert, excuse me, not Justin Herbert. We have Trevor Lawrence and Cincinnati's Joe Burrow. And then we got Jared Goff. And now we have Tua. Now, I don't know where you have Tua placed as far as quarterback goes in your hierarchy and things like that, but I don't know that he is the fourth best quarterback in the NFL. And when we talk about postseason success, he's been in the postseason this past year and so on. Lost to Dak Prescott and things, be it in the last few minutes of the game and things like that. But be it as it may, and has had injury issues with concussions. So when you start looking at that, if I'm Dak Prescott, why would I take less money than Tua? I'm just saying that's where it is. The funny thing is everybody gets paid, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Now, here's where the Cowboys that I believe have the actual lowest amount of money that they've spent on the roster in the NFL. The least amount. The bottom. Okay? And Jerry's telling you there's no money to pay these guys. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so we right now have Tua fourth in compensation, right? So there's no money for free agents or trades and things. But you remember, they traded for Jalen Ramsey, who, let me double check this. Jalen Ramsey is the eighth highest paid cornerback at $18 million, okay? Diggs is only $1 million more than he is. So they kind of cancel each other out, right? So we can say they cancel each other out. Tua, of course, the fourth highest paid quarterback, and he's only 1.9 away from being the highest paid. So not a whole lot of separation. So you could almost say that's like number one money. It's a whole lot more than the $40 million that we paid Dak. And I know the haters out there are going to say, well, this is just about Dak. No, this is not just about Dak. This is about the snow job that we're getting from the Joneses. Because here's what's kind of funny is the Miami Dolphins, correct me if I'm wrong, a couple years ago when we let go of Amari Cooper, they signed Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, I want to say, has the second highest contract total. Fourth highest. He is fourth highest in compensation at 30 million, right? As far as his whole deal goes, he has a $120 million deal. 120 million total. Fourth highest. So we've got now the fourth highest quarterback, the fourth highest wide receiver, the eighth highest paid cornerback. But also when they got him in, they paid $7 million just for Cedric Wilson, who literally rides the bench. But hold up. Before we go any further, they also just signed Jalen Waddle, who is $28.25 million, who is the fifth highest wide receiver. Now, I don't know, how the numbers work out, but I think that if you take the compensation for the fourth best and the fourth best and fifth best, and put their salaries together, it's probably more money than the number one guy. Am I wrong on that? And let me check and see, because let me see if they have it. It's probably not listed on over the cap yet. Let me pull it up. I'm sorry, I should have already had it pulled up. Over the cap, Miami Dolphins. So, Miami Dolphins, let's see. See, Tariq Hill's cap number actually this year is 31 million. Wow. Tua's was 23 before this deal, and they had $9 million in cap before. So we don't know what the number is going to be, cap number. I'm betting that his cap number goes down. I bet you that they create cap space, and this will be good. I'm glad I saw this now. Oh, yeah, they also brought in, free agent Bradley Chubb, who was $15 million a year. Okay. Yeah. Now, the Cowboys brought in Eric Kendrick, who was basically on a veteran minimum. That's the only free agent signing we've had, other than Zeke. Now, we do have $6 million in dead money because they screwed the pooch on that contract before and overpaid him and cut him and took $12 million in dead. But that's neither here nor there. But to say that you can't sign guys and not putting out there that you'd actually save some cap room by doing CeeDee Lamb, by doing Dak Prescott, and so on, and that you have $65 million right now for next year is bullshit. They're lying to you. You can look at the Eagles, who have two of the receivers. Let me go back to the list here. On wide receivers. Devontae Smith is 8th. A.J. Brown is 2nd. A.J. Brown is 2nd. Devontae Smith is 8th. And your quarterback is like 51. And that's not counting the offensive lineman that they paid. That's not counting that they brought in Saquon Barkley. So how is it all these other teams are able to bring in all these people and do all these contracts and have contracts in the top 5, but the Cowboys can't do anything? They can. They just don't want to. Now, the question is, are they just looking and saying we're going to blow it up? And that's fine. Just say that. But don't keep snowballing us and trying to tell us. Don't lie to us. Don't pee on our head and tell us it's raining, that it's so hard for us to sign people. Let's listen to how the pundits are basically playing us.
Happening, right? We're all in. We're all in. We're all in. He did give you a little insight there, if you kind of read between the lines, when he said he's specifically talking about this year and this playoff season coming up, obviously in January and the Super Bowl in February. And if that's the only focus, then he's also telling you we're not signing anybody before then because our only focus is on this year. I mean, that's one thing to take out of those comments there. The whole thing's a joke.
It really is.
In Mike McCarthy's in a lame duck contract year, and we can make all the arguments we want about when you win 12 games, 3 consecutive.
We know it's a joke. We know that Jerry Jones is literally giving us a snow job. Okay? You can sign people if you want to sign them, unless you just literally have no clue as to what you're doing. And maybe that's the case with having a chemical engineer and a guy who used to be a trainer for servers for Marketplace Grill that are the capologists and the guys that are doing the contract. Because if you don't honestly know how to work the system, that you literally have the lowest payroll in the NFL and still are broke, you don't know how to manage money. Just don't. And my wife can tell you I'm one of those ones that don't know how to manage money. That's why I have her. She takes care of that because that's not my thing. So, Steven, if that's not your thing, if you can't figure it out, get somebody who does. All right, good people. We'll see you at our live stream in about 2 hours or so from now. And, Game Time's always telling me I need to slow down and take a nap. I went to sleep at 2 o'clock last night, And I think my wife called me at 7:30 and woke me up. So I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. What? Well, I don't normally work till 2, but I did last night.